Mexico's Tren Maya is an impressive 1,554-kilometer train route that circles the Yucatan Peninsula. In this series, we take you with us as we explore the entire route. From amazing archaeological sites, crystal clear lakes, amazing beaches, colorful colonial towns, magical cenotes, and delicious local foods, we experience it all. Our first stop on our Tren Maya adventure is the Pueblo Mágico of Palenque, known for its archaeological zone and amazing waterfalls.
We drove the 15 minutes to the archaeological zone of Palenque. There were two entrance fees. One was 104.5 pesos per person.
Which we got a little bracelet to enter the zona.
Yep, and the other was 90 pesos per person.
And that was for the actual archaeological ruins. We did actually end up paying for a guided tour. We don't usually do that, but there's a longer tour you can take that goes past waterfalls. And for 2 hours in Spanish, it was only, we negotiated it down to 1,000 pesos. We figured that was a good deal. And right now, I don't know if you can hear, but we are at the first cascada, which is the Cascada de la Reina, or the Queen's Waterfall.
98% sigue cubierta bajo la selva. Y es un lugar con mucha agua. Todo esto tenía paredes, techo, pilares.
La arquitectura es muy diferente de otros.
¿Sí? Arquitectura maya.
So we just walked up a little ways through some cascadas or waterfalls and walked through the middle class area, which had some nice little houses. I guess not really nice little houses, but kind of medium sized to large houses. And now we're at the main site.
You can see behind us, the pyramid is huge. We have definitely seen a ton of people here. There are definitely more extranjeros here than I think any other archaeological site we've been to. But so far, really cool, and I would recommend the guided tour. We've definitely learned a lot.
Yeah. This site has two large pyramids that you're still able to climb. From this vantage point, you can really appreciate how large the city of Palenque was. Thanks to our knowledgeable guide, we learned lots of interesting facts, including that the oldest ruins in Palenque date back to 226 BC. Pakal was the most well-known ruler of the site because of the length of his reign, which was from 615 to 683 AD. Total of 68 years. He actually started his reign at the early age of 12. Sometime in the 800s, the site was abandoned. Just a few years ago, you could climb these pyramids as well, but unfortunately since COVID, it's no longer allowed. So we just finished up our tour with our tour guide, and now we're just walking around and taking some last-minute photos and videos.
This was really cool. I do actually recommend the guide. I know normally we just read some stuff online, but there was so much history to this place. I think we've been here for well over an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. So do plan a little bit of time. And I don't think it matters what time you get here. We did get here early and there were a ton of people. They're just huge buses of people. So it is one of those things that all the time is popular. Although our tour guide did say that before, in the high season, they would get 20,000 tourists a day.
Every day.
And now they only get 5,000. So only 5,000 people a day, but I think some other archaeological sites we've been to probably get 5 a day.
We tried to stop by the site museum, but unfortunately it was currently closed for renovation. Hopefully it will be open when you visit. After working up a sweat at the Palenque ruins, we decided to head to some waterfalls to cool off. This came to Cascadas Roberto Barrios, and it's on Ejido.
Yes, we actually pay 10 pesos to enter the channel, and then 40 pesos each to come to the waterfalls, and then the guy charged us 10 for parking.
Definitely bring water shoes when you come. This is a series of waterfalls and we explored 7 of them. There is a bit of hiking to and from each fall, and you need to be careful as there are many slippery spots. Many of the waterfalls have pools that you can swim and relax in. Note, there are no lifeguards on duty or life jackets. You're free to explore as close to the edge as you wish, but at your own risk.
We hadn't eaten all day, and at this point we were starving, so we headed to La Parrilla for some of the best grilled chicken we have ever eaten.
So yesterday we absolutely loved Los Cascadas de Roberto Barrios. I highly recommend going there, especially if you are staying in Palenque, because it's quite close to the town center. I think it was only like a 30 or 45 minute drive. The food that we got at La Parrilla was super good. The chicken was very well seasoned, the guacamole was excellent, and it was all a really good price. I think we might go back because we are staying in Palenque for a week. However, it does say for the next 4 days it is going to just rain all day every day. So hopefully the forecast is wrong and we can make it back there.
And today we've driven about 30 minutes to the Cascadas de Misol-Ha, and it was 10 pesos to get into the ejido, and then another 20 pesos per person to enter the actual area of the waterfall. And you can't hear it right now, but we just heard some howler monkeys, so this might be really, really cool.
Yeah, this is the first time we've heard howler monkeys. I know that they are in this area, and it is just so cool.
All right, so we just walked in, and you can already hear and see behind the trees the waterfall. There's a path that goes behind the waterfall that is supposed to lead to a cave, so we had to check it out. Well, I guess no cave for us today. We're roped off. All right, so a couple things to note. If you want to walk behind the waterfall, you're probably going to get soaked, but not as we are.
Yeah, it's like we fully jumped in the water at this point. Do bring water shoes to make sure that they are absolutely as Duracell as possible, because there are tons of spots of slippery moss. So just be careful, but it was really, really cool. It's so powerful. I don't think it's normally this powerful because the cave is closed. So you can see parts where the path seems to have washed out recently.
So we drove another hour to Agua Azul, which is probably the most famous cascada or waterfall in Chiapas.
When we came in, we had to pay 2 different entrance fees. Both were 40 pesos each. And as soon as we pulled in, we went ahead and grabbed something to eat at the first little restaurant stall that we found. I got tacos dorados, which were excellent. David got quesadillas, which were okay, but they did have Negro Modelo and bottled water. So we enjoyed our little snack. Now we're gonna go check out the cascadas.
So at these cascadas, you probably need water shoes and you know, maybe a cover up or something. It looks like they sell them here.
With a name like Agua Azul, you probably expect the water to be much bluer, and it usually is. Unfortunately, as we mentioned earlier, there's been a lot of rain in the area, and it makes the waterfalls more powerful, but it also makes them murkier.
Just like Roberto Barrios, you're able to swim and climb in the falls at your own risk. There are sections where swimming is not allowed due to the intensity of the falls. After hiking and swimming, we had built up an appetite, so we returned to the same restaurant as we visited before.
Tropi Tacos ended up being our favorite restaurant in Palenque, so much so that we ate there 3 times during our 1-week stay. They serve amazing fresh tacos with a wide variety of homemade salsas. Interestingly, each meal starts with a complimentary cup of hot dog and bean soup.
Palenque's Zocalo is very small, but it is cute and still had some Dia de Muertos decorations on display.
So this was our Airbnb for the past week in Palenque. You can see we had parking behind the garage door there. Funny story, this is actually not the unit we reserved. The Airbnb host put us in her other unit and then just tried to lie and say she remodeled it. But it was fine. So after you come up the stairs, this is our apartment here. That one is the one we were supposed to have. You can see here we have a combo kind of living dining room with a small couch. There is the kitchen. We had a TV there. And when you come down this little hall, the first door here is a bathroom with full shower. Then this is the bedroom we used for storage. And you can see there is an AC unit there. And also there is one there above the couch. strangely, out this door, you can go to the back patio here, which should have a clothesline. And then this is the bedroom we slept in, which you can see this one has a closet area, the other one didn't. And it also has an AC unit. That Airbnb set us back $578 for 7 nights. We spent $102 on transportation, $115 on entertainment, $49 at bars and on alcohol, $237 at restaurants, and just $15 on groceries. That brings our grand total to $1,096 or $157 per day. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them down below. And if you haven't already, check out last week's video where we visited San Cristobal de las Casas.